Alright, showed you guys this a long time ago, and today I'm actually going to get something done about it. Got the replacement right here. Came in a little soft bag. Of course, I pulled the soft bag out and threw it away. There's the replacement. First thing I'm going to do is check that plug to make sure it's compatible, because there's no sense taking this thing off if it's not. There's a little plastic, one of those little suckers that hold it on, and the two little feet that fit in the edge of the door there. Set that up on the dash out of the way. And I believe from where I changed this out before, that's a 10, ooh, no, maybe not. Looks like an 8mm. Really? Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to have this door panel off. But, upside, here's the plug for the mirror. And it looks the same. Brown, black, gray, blue tracer, gray, green, gray, white, orange, brown, white, and yellow. Okay, their tracers leave a lot to be desired because they're just little notches on the wire, but I believe it'll work. Hopefully. I ordered a heated and power mirror. If that's not both of them, I'm gonna be a little upset. So 3, only 6 wires. 8 wires. Oh, crap. Not the right one. Missing the 2 wires for the heated part. Well, I'm going to give that guy a bad review. I need the mirror. I can't wait any longer. So, I need to go get my hemostat to pull those little black or little gray clips out of it. And in fact, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Get those, pull those retainers out, and that should just pop right off of there. At least the power mirror part of it will work right. That makes me mad. And I'll get my 8mm wrench while I'm at it. Okay, this thing's not going to pick it up very well, but went ahead and loosened all of the bolts in here that hold the mirror on. Now the trick is to keep more than one finger on these things so they don't drop down in the door. Because I've not taken the door panel off, and I'm trying to do it without having to. The only way to keep that from happening is to be able to maintain a hold on these nuts as they go in the, as they come off the posts on the inside of the door. And it's a little bit tricky because of the fact that these things have spinning washers on them too, built into the nut itself. Okay, now the mirror is completely loose and ready to fall out of the door. still haven't gotten these retainers out. You can use a set of snipping pliers if you're careful. Don't pinch down too hard. Mine are used well enough and they're dull enough. It still came out fairly easy. And you got that little hook clip right there. And it should come, ta-da! See, that one's got 8 wires in it. I'm going to take this out. See, that one's only got 6 wires in it instead of 8. Don't like that. Stinging aftermarket. Wire doesn't even line up right with the hole. Now, when that occurs, that's what they make these little trusty jobbers for. That one didn't fall off. Downside is I'm still going to take my door off now. I know the trolls were rooting for that, but that still kind of sucks. Snug that one up. Alright. Now, before I go any further, snap that plug back into place. Okay. Right up. This says it's heated too. Got the heated emblem on it. I don't know. We shall see. But now, because I dropped it in here, and because I don't have those magic little pliers that Michael has. I gotta pop the door skin off, which means I'm also gonna need a 730. Now, I didn't get the old hot metal door handle replacement yet. Is it 7? No, 9. Chalk on it. Or my 9 rather. This is only the second time this door handle has ever been off. The first time is when I put my 400 watt mid-range and tweeter combination in here. And that was probably 7 years ago. No, 6 years ago. Alright. Okay, something I didn't do because I hate doing this is popping this beauty ring off of the door handle. You can do it by hand. That's a pain in the neck. Got my little helping hand with that one. There we go. There's that one. Put it down here. And voila. All my little tabs are still on it. Thank you, Gerber. I don't know why I set that there. I'm not going to need it again. And you can see that old cheap pot metal, just like the aftermarket replacements, and it just broke. Wish you could weld that crap. And this has got a tab back here and a slot up there. Okay, I gotta take this off of the tweeter. Oh God, these are a pain in the neck. I've done this so much on my wife's truck door on her Suburban that it just pops right out. No problem. That's it. There's one of those clips I gotta replace. And there we have it. A little dusty in there. And I broke one screw off. How'd I do that? But if you'll notice, my door still got the plastic on it. Wasn't anything special. I was just real careful when I took it off. Plus mine hadn't been gotten into 50 times like hers has. Of course it's not up there where I can grab it. Alright, you'll notice it's quite considerably darker now, like you can tell. Mostly because I had to go on my little hunting excursion. But all three of the bolts are in there, tightened back down, clip is hooked up. Now to put the door panel back on. I didn't mention it, but doggone it, piece of junk. Got my finger on the advance. Been noticing a little short in this front speaker, and I thought it was just because of the way the terminals are. No. This thing's been driven so hard and fast and had stuff rubbed up against it so much, it's actually rubbed the insulation off of the wire. So what am I going to do? I'm not going to tape it up. That'd be silly. I'm going to strip the wire back, because I've evidently got too much here, and resolder it to the terminal. And I should be good to go. These are 400 watt a piece Lanzar Opti drives. And the tweeter is in there. Can't really see it, but there's the back of it. The capacitor on it and everything. And I soldered the terminals back on this one. These are titanium tweeters. Soldered the terminals back on there. That's 100 watts. That's 400. So I got 4 of these and 4 of those, and then 2 6x9s in the back for mids. I believe the 6x9s are 250 watts each, if I remember right. That's the reason I got a 2000 watt amp to run my mids. And if you'll look right there, you can see where I unhooked the factory wires and ran all new wires from the deck all the way back. That blue wire loom is the signal wire for the RCA cable, and the 12 volt trigger from the stereo to the amps. So, I mean, that's the closest you'll come to seeing wire showing in my truck. Right there. Okay, I pulled that back through and snapped it in place. Still haven't replaced that, not even gonna put the beauty ring back on it until I get another handle for it. There's actually well, I guess you can see it. Down in there, there's a little pop rivet. Actually, let me see if I can illuminate it for you from the bottom side. Yeah, right back there. That little pop rivet right there. You take that out, you gotta drill it out. And then that whole piece, once that pop rivet's out, that whole piece just slides forward. You pop the rod out for the releases the door, pop the little rod out for the lock, and then put the new one in, snap everything into place, slide it back, and then you got to fashion a bolt in there because that's a pretty doggone big rivet. So, and when you're lining the little plastic pins up inside the door, you gotta be careful or this will happen. You'll snap them suckers right off. You can do that taking them out also. Yeah, I got all grimy. Inside of my door is just as nasty as the outside of my truck. The best way to do this is to try and line each one of those plastic pins up in the hole that it's supposed to go into, and then just work them around. See? That one's not in the hole. There it is. And come down here and line this one up. You work ahead of yourself, and then as you're working these others in, you can go back and pop those into place. See, now this one right here in the middle, it's now got some tension on it. Relieve the tension by putting it in the right hole. Now, once you get most of that half, like up to right here, done on the front, come back and start lining up the back side. Make sure it's in the pocket. Make sure. Oh, doggone it! That one actually stayed in the door. That happens sometimes. This one's in there. Alright. Let me get this one out. Hopefully without breaking it, because they don't usually come out with anything except that plastic tool. Michael's got it, and I don't really feel like waiting until I go back there to get this thing out. So let me snatch it out. I'm going to easily work it out with these and not squeeze too hard, or it'll snap them right off. 6/6. Not broken. Now each one of these has a socket. Let me see if I can show you that. Alright. You see right here? There's an inlet for you to put the plastic screw or plastic threaded guide in, or whatever you want to call it, screw guide, whatever. And it's as easy popping it in like so, and then lining it up and pop it back in place. And this bottom part was already lined up, so bottom part was already lined up. So it's tight across the bottom too. Now all I gotta do is put my 2 screws in the little cup up there, little grab handle cup, and this thing's back together. Don't forget that, that's like insulation. I don't know exactly how it's supposed to go, because that's a clumpered up mess. We'll just say it's supposed to be like that. And make sure that both of those are on the things they're supposed to be sitting on before you try lining that up with its hole. And it's on there. Now, Switches to the left. Going left. Going down. Going up. Going right. Going left. So that part works. But if you look right there, that's showing it as heated, even though it's missing 2 wires. So I don't know if it's actually heated or not. We'll see tomorrow morning though. I'll let you know. And there we have it. Mirrors installed. The only parts I got left over, the old mirror with its brown 3D effect. That was really wild. See, you can still squish it around. I think that's actually rust in there now. And that one actually didn't come with the little heated sign on it over here. I just noticed that one day I cut the thing on going down the road, and it actually started heating up and defrosted. Like I said, I'm leaving this off until I get the new handle. Looks like I'm running out of memory. Alright, well, anyway, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. You guys have a great day.